Well. Folks, I just noticed something. And I think many of you noticed it too. There hadn't really been a whole lot of hoopla about this fight. And this is a big fight. This is a title fight for Amanda Nunes versus Rocky Pennington. But, I can tell you why people are not talking about this. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, I'm Alicia Station for YouTube Fight Stream. You are watching YouTube channel Coach Sheldon Harrison.
All right. LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison, and you're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, folks. Yeah, you know what? This fight, I honestly, there hadn't been a lot of hoopla about this fight. Matter of fact, it hadn't been very, talked about at all. I mean, I've seen some channels kind of talk about it. They briefly say stuff, and then that's it. Even some of the articles that I've read, they hadn't really been too detailed about this particular fight. To me, there's just not a lot of interest going on in this fight. I mean, I wonder why. Well, I know why. Because to be honest, I'm a huge Rocky Pennington fan, but people didn't want to see Amanda Nunes fight Rocky Pennington. They just didn't want to see this fight. Now, if Rocky pulls up the upset, because Rocky is a big underdog in this fight, if Rocky Pennington can pull up this upset, then we're going to be talking, okay? But I think everybody's expecting Amanda to go in and do what she does. These two, they both got a style. Stylistically, Rocky, it's just, Amanda's a bad matchup for Rocky. Amanda's going to go in there, they're going to bang, and Amanda is going to win the punch battle. That's just what it is. And this friendship, they friends. Oh, yeah, they real close friends. They be watching movies under the covers together and all this other stuff. They friends. So, at the end of the day, nobody really wanted to see this fight. And I'm just being honest, okay? It's not me hating, okay? Because people, he hating. Nobody wanted to see this fight. Guys, this is the fight that people wanted to see. Folks, and I started thinking to myself, okay, why in the name of Dana White's bald head would the UFC have this fight in Brazil, but they don't include Chris Cyborg in Brazil? Like, guys, it's baffling. Like, and everybody want to talk about money. Don't you think the UFC, they probably kicking themselves in their own ass right now with this one? Like, don't you think that they could probably have made more money if Chris Cyborg versus Amanda Nunes was on that card? I mean, folks, how is the UFC gonna explain this, folks? There's no explanation for this, okay? Look, Chris Cyborg is right. Amanda Nunes did not want this work. Listen, man, Amanda might have a little bit of influence. She might have just a little bit on who she fights. But I guarantee you Amanda Nunes co-signed to fight with Rocky Pennington. I can tell you that now. See, Amanda can talk all that junk and say, yeah, I really want to fight Cyborg. Nina Ansaroff can say, yeah, well, we really wanted Cyborg. Well, that's not true. No. See, I've been telling y'all that Amanda Nunes and Rocky Pennington, these two, they're good friends, okay? They're extremely good friends, and Amanda knew the status of Rocky's health. Amanda knew all of that stuff, okay? See, calling out Chris Cyborg, it was a smokescreen, okay? I'm not really afraid of her. I'm just not afraid. Nah, this the fight we want to see. I mean, guys, this real talk, okay? I don't think Amanda really, I don't think they had any intention, but see, Amanda ain't going to have a choice. I think Dana White and the UFC and Nick Maynard, they're going to force this fight. I think that they're going to force this fight. And I think that after, if Amanda Nunes is victorious, I think that she is going to be fighting Chris Cyborg. I mean, lo and behold, thank Coach Adamas, for actually coming to this. And you know what? I think Amanda Nunes is going to be right back in there in July, okay? I think she's going to be back in the octagon probably in July or August to fight Chris Cyborg. Probably, it may have to be August because after this fight, we don't know how much damage Amanda will take in the fight. We don't know. But, I'm pretty sure, man, August just might be the date for this fight. This is the fight that need to happen. People want to see it. And it's pretty much two legitimate fighters. And please, the Amanda Nunes is a bantamweight argument. That argument is going down the crapper right along with your opinion, okay? It's going down the crapper because Amanda Nunes is a big bantamweight. She's always been a big bantamweight, okay? That's just how it is. She's always been a big bantamweight. So I think it's an even playing field, okay? And Amanda say that, she going to go in there. She can deal with Chris, okay? Well, that's good. It's time for Amanda to come deal with Chris. It's time for Amanda to deal with Chris. I don't know how she's going to do it, but because, Chris is going to knock out. Chris is tailor-made, okay? She's tailor-made, and Amanda Nunes is tailor-made for Chris's style. It just is, man. And it's going to be the person who can stand the person's punches the most win. And I can't see Amanda Nunes withstanding the onslaught. Amanda Nunes is kind of chinny. She real chinny. I'm telling you that now. See, this is what I mean why these generation scared fighters, they don't want this work. They don't want it, man. They got every single excuse. Have y'all noticed that, man? When you deal with a fighter in Generation Scared, they got every excuse for why they can't do what they're supposed to do. Every excuse. But then at the end of the day, you know, when it's time for them to, you know, pull up their bootstraps and let's get this work in, they don't want no parts of it. Amanda Nunes don't want no parts of the board. She don't want no parts of Chris. Listen, man, I don't care what these people tell you. I don't care what all these people making all these comments and making videos and all these people in the media, they tell you. Amanda Nunes does not want that work. And it's clearly obvious. It's obvious. Okay, now she's talking about Rocky and Rocky this and Rocky that. Shut up. Rocky your girl. So, of course, you're going to go and hook your girl up. Okay, that's what you're going to do. That's what friends do. They look out for each other. Amanda doing the same thing, man. See, you know, I think Amanda just kind of looking at this like, you know what? Okay, let me get another fight. Okay, let me get another fight. And then maybe I'll be able to deal with Chris. Because, you know, Rocky and Chris, I don't know. Chris is faster than Rocky, but see, they got that kind of style where they want to press forward. They want to cut the ring. They want to cut the octagon off with, you know. That's the style. And Rocky Pennington has that same style. So it may be even a tune-up fight. But Amanda knew they're going to force Amanda to take this fight. But you know what Amanda probably going to do? I think Amanda going to come up with an excuse. I noticed, and guys, I got a video called Generation Scared versus Generation Prepared. That video coming out tonight. And it's always these Generation Scared fighters, man. They got an excuse for every god doggone thing. I mean, every time you turn around, it's an excuse for why they can't do something. Here's another excuse, okay? How about it? How about it? Rocky Pennington's her girl, man. We know that Rocky's her girl. Guys, it is what it is. But I tell you something, though. This is the fight that people want to see, okay? This is the fight that people want to see. And see, you know what? This probably wouldn't have been the fight that we wanted to see. But Team Nunes, they the one put it out there. They put it out there. It wasn't Chris Cyborg. Amanda Nunes put it out there. So Chris said, okay, we got to handle that then. And I'm all on board. Make this fight happen. Let's make the fight. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead and butcher and brutalize Amanda. Brutalize her and beat her down. Okay, so they can shut up too. Chris got a hit list. We need to get this hit list. Chris better not be talking about, oh, well, I'm about to leave. You know, no, you got a hit list. Megan Anderson got to be first. Amanda Nunes got to be next. Okay, them need to be those fights. Okay, if Chris fight Amanda and if she fight Megan Anderson, okay, and get them two names off her hit list, I have no problem. But if she go fight somebody we don't know and then she get up out of there, nah, I ain't trying to hit it. Get these people off the hit list. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.